Yeah, I'm in Kansas City. This is the place. It looks like actually a pretty small plant where they make these shuttle wagons. And I go in, and there's like a bunch of people in the lobby with doors locked. And I said, guys, what's going on here? And the guy says, well, we're all waiting to get in. Like the front door. No, actually, first, I'm telling you, it's like an adventure. First, I went like that guy, because it's a huge building, and I was wondering why they said Suite 300. Suite 300 is over here, because I could see the sign for this company. But I see all the trucks in there, like here it's all parking, car parking, right? So anyway, I drove in there, thinking, because when I was on the main street, I saw these shuttle wagons, they're parked over there. And I figured, okay, I'll go around the building and get to the loading area. And then I let me just get closer to the corner. And then I get to the end of the huge parking lot in there, where I see trucks loading and unloading this docks, right? And at the very end there's a sign that says no trucks in the car parking lot. I'm like, what? I see some guy over there, he's doing cleaning the pavement, you know, he's one of those vacuum machines, and everything is so tight in here. Yeah, you see, like, this is huge, right? So I went all the way in there and I had to back out, because it turns out that that end, it's a parking lot. You know, well, it is a drive-through, but you cannot drive through. And then I blocked my rear axle, of course, to back, right? And when I was trying to come out with that axle blocked, I couldn't make the corner. The trailer was hitting the curb, so I had to stop, back out, and make sure I'm backing in the proper straight line. And this guy says there's a turnaround somewhere here. I highly doubt it. Turnaround, you know, he says, well, at the very end of the road there's a turnaround. And of course they have no idea how long your rig is, but there's no signs here. But he said sometimes people, he says, you go there, you turn around, and you can park in there. But I'm guessing what I'll do, I'll just park here. Is there really a turnaround here? All I see is the end of the road and some pipe in there. But it's funny how useful this steer axle is in the back. I'm telling you, I could make the turn over there. It's so sharp. So actually, which reminds me, I might have the same issue just like last time. Remember, I was loading a big excavator somewhere in Midwest, and I couldn't get through the gate because I hooked up the Jeep without. Actually, wait a second. How am I gonna get back? Well, I'm gonna block my axles and just back in there. Okay, let me just get away from there, because there's trucks turning in there. But I think over here I'm not gonna be in the way. So yeah, that's in the corner over there. Big letter N. So it's no signs anywhere. So unless there's a big sign somewhere 10 miles in front of Kansas City that says 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. no truck parking on city streets. But I don't even think I'm on city streets, because we are way down south of Kansas City. Hold on, let me just kill this off duty, and then I'll tell you a funny story, which is typical of trucking. Alright, so here's what happened. Hold on, maybe let's put this bad boy on this over here. See, I have all these gadgets all over my truck. Oh yeah. Come on. What? So now you have unobstructed view of Captain Sergei. Many of you consider me your personal hero, which I don't condone. But I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about not condoning. Anyway, so I go inside, right? No, wait. Where was I this morning? I found a truck stop at the line, Missouri and what was it, Iowa? Yeah, right in, you know, that's stateside Conoco, right? I was talking about before. And it was a nice truck stop, super clean inside, you know, small bathrooms, but fully stocked, very nice people inside the store, fresh coffee in the morning, you know, and free parking, everything is cool. And I was the single truck. There was only a trailer dropped in front of the store, one of those, you know, water containers with a single axle on the back. Somebody just dropped it there, and I was the only truck, and so I parked on the corner. Nobody bothered me. It was probably 50F, some crazy weather, you know, right before the storm. And so I started driving, and then when I started going through Kansas City, I see signs everywhere. Winter storm warning tonight, winter storm warning tonight. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so happy that I'm getting out of here tonight. Because when we were talking about this, remember, I think I mentioned this, I got really frustrated with this broker, because I was about to load that excavator, right, when he called me. I was still empty going to the shipper to load an excavator. He starts booking this load, and then so he sends me like 10-20 emails, and there was a bunch of phone calls, and I said, I'm still not even loaded for this load. So anyway, so there was a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, and he was asking me, when do you think you're gonna be there, right? Because I said I'm going to Thunder Bay, Ontario. So then I said I'll drive down 850 miles empty, and we were trying to figure out the best date, and he says, okay, to make it safe, let's do it either Monday or Tuesday. And then I talked to his customer, who is another broker, and she says, let's, just to be on the safe side, let's make it Tuesday. Okay, hold on, and my permit broker sends me something. Okay, hey, I forgot to ask you, but we got a picky South Dakota rep, and they want your exact tire size that is on your tires. Tire size that is on your tires. Okay, let's postpone a little bit. She wants my tire sizes. Okay, all rig or just the truck? That will buy me like 5 minutes so we can continue recording. And of course now I forgot, I lost my thought. No, they said Tuesday. Okay, and so yeah, I'm there late, right? Remember, in Thunder Bay, I'm late. I deliver Saturday, I go to a hotel, I start driving Sunday, Monday, I need 2 days, so I said, yeah, Tuesday will works much better. So I got up at 6 o'clock today, started driving, and then I probably wasted half an hour here, going in there, going back, you know, like, it would be so nice if they give you directions, because they gave me directions as far as dunnage is concerned. They gave me detailed directions how to start and load the machine, which now I know they will load themselves because this is the factory. So, but they didn't tell me, you know, it would be helpful. Of course, I'm supposed to call them, right? But I didn't call. That was quick. She says, no, all of them. I want all tires. Okay, you want all tires, you get all tires. Axles, tire size, okay. 1. Because it would be easier to send her a, but I only have 9 axles, right? 1 425 millimeter. 2 11 R 24 5 4 3 same 4 and 5 Jeep 275 R, what are they, 80? 275 R 80. No, wait a second. 275 slash 80 R 225. 275 80. Hold on one second. Let me go double check. Yeah, it was 70. 275 slash 70 R225. But the good thing is that what makes it easy to type is because, you know, like the Jeep has the same tires as the trailer, so XL4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 are all the same. And so I only have 3 types of tires, right? The steer tires for 25, 65, 22.5, the truck tires, which is total rubber, 24.5, and everything, all the rest are the same, 275, 70, 22.5. So anyway, so I start driving. Like, will she let me leave? Thank you. All right. And so I do all my applications yesterday morning, right? And then today, as soon as I start driving, I see emails. Which of course I'm not supposed to check, but the phone was lying on the seat. I could just get a glimpse. And then she calls me, so it's something urgent, something to do with some extra form that they want me to fill out. Man, so I have to stop on the shoulder. There was a truck stop there just north of Kansas City. Fill out that form. No, wait a second, that form I did it yesterday. She sent me that form yesterday, and I fill it out. And then this morning she sends me an email saying there's a reply from from Missouri DOT, like some missing information, this, and half of the stuff she knows, like my permit broker. Like, I typed in, they said route. Okay, so I typed in the route, what I requested on my application. Turns out they used a different route, slightly different route. And so when they responded to my original draft, they said wrong route, wrong length of the load, because I instead of 24 24/9, I wrote 25. Like all kinds of stupid stuff, you know. And I called the permit broker. I said, you know all of this, right? Because I applied through your website. Like, why do I have to do this? Well, because it's your signature in there. So, and then there's the application number. The application number is missing. I said, how the heck am I supposed to know the application, your application number with Missouri DOT, right? You applied for this permit. I only applied through your website with your company. And she says, okay, I'm gonna type that up myself. I said, yeah, like most of the stuff, you know, right? And I said, how am I supposed to know the routing they approved? You never told me what it is, right? Or, yeah, here it is, just copy and paste. Like, man, it's just such a waste of time, right? And I finally arrived here, and then of course I ran into a little snag with trying to find the entrance. I back out, I go in here, okay. I park there, nobody looks at me. Like, I see some guy has they have rails in there, rails, and there's like a puddle with water, but it goes deep, so they just use it for testing. And there's some kind of a container in there with a big hook, kind of like, I'm guessing it represents a railroad car with that big lock. Because this thing can hook up, you don't even have to get out, you know, you can hook up and then you can unhook. So he keeps testing that. And so I had a glimpse at my machine that I'm picking up, because I see on the side it says 8040, 8040, so I know that's the model. But yeah, before that, so I go to the lobby, right? There's a bunch of guys there, like a little demonstration or something, you know. And I said, what's going on? And they said, oh, you have to call on the phone to get in. And I look at the list of extensions. One of them says shipping. Oh, perfect. So I call that one. Finally, from the second attempt, some lady answers, and she says, warehouse. I said, I'm a trucker picking up a machine for Canada. Who can I talk to? Oh, that's me. Yeah, so we'll load you right up. Where are you? I said, well, I'm on the side of the building. Okay, you can just go inside the door is open. Like, these guys have no clue, right? All these nicely dressed gentlemen, they're inside the lobby trying to get in, whereas the side door is open. Like, and of course I'm kidding there, because I'm guessing they were trying to get in the office where I'm trying to get to somebody in shipping. So anyway, I go back out, I open the door, I'm inside the factory. I see some guys walking around in space suits, you know, like white suits, like he's either a painter. Oh yeah, it was a paint shop, because I see, you know, some of those curtains that Italians mafia love so much. Those curtains I see behind this, some guy with a sprayer, and the guy in a white coat walks over to me. I said, yes sir, hi, can you help me? I'm supposed to pick up this machine over here. I show him the description, serial number. He says, oh, talk to this guy, and he points to a forklift guy. Some guy in a 1/8 of a ton forklift shows up, you know, one of those high reach units with wheels like this, and he looks at my paper. He says, okay, stand by. I said, I'll be outside. And then I see outside the truck, they're loading another truck, some guy with just 7-axle setup, and they were loading a smaller machine. And I see a guy walking back from that, and he looks like who works here, somebody who he was probably loading that machine on that truck. And so I buttonhole him, show him my description again, and he says, hold on, I'm gonna go and ask if it's ready to ship. And I say, what do you want me to break down the trailer? And he says, yeah, we don't have much room, so probably right here somewhere. It's like crazy. You know, whoever built this place, like, it often happens like this, where there's like, I know, acres and acres of land, right? And these guys are a manufacturing facility, and they don't have like this whole building. There are probably like 10 companies in here. So the manufacturing facility, which probably the biggest of all of these, occupies the corner, but they hardly have their own, you know, lot in there. They just store these machines in there. Like they had maybe 8 or 10 machines sitting on the side of these shuttle wagons. And the corners are so sharp, you know, like I said, I'm still thinking I might need to leave the Jeep. You know, I'm gonna leave the Jeep. I'm not gonna hook up the Jeep right away because I don't think I'm gonna make that corner with the Jeep, you know. I'll just tell them, because yeah, I confirmed, they said yeah, they can take it off. Because at first I was even afraid of this. I thought, you know, we might have a problem with this. Because I thought, you know, they said here's your instructions how to load. And I'm thinking maybe it's one of those crazy places, you know, you show up and they say, okay, your machine is in spot 2B, go get loaded, you know, and then they're not gonna even do anything about your Jeep or booster. Some guy parked me behind me, you know, like a pickup truck. I pulled forward, right, away from the exit where I know big trucks come out. That guy just parked right behind me. Oh, it's that guy I talked to. Ah, it's okay. He's a good guy. It's the janitor, I call him. He has like a machine with. He was cleaning the sidewalk in there, but oh, he's gonna pick up some garbage. He carries one of those pickers, you know, where you can operate the handle and it has like a paw. Pick up some garbage here. So he probably just has a contract here maintaining the territory. But anyway, so there's so much land, right? Like, look at. Okay, what is this? Hello, Sergei. No, I'm a small company. I just have one truck. I'm driving myself. So yeah, try over the road. You know, overtheroad.ca. No, it's a magazine. It's a magazine and a website. Overtheroad.ca. Yeah, overtheroad.ca. You go there, you'll see some ads there that whoever's hiring. Over the road. It's a magazine you can see at truck stops, but also you can go online and just you'll see all the ads whoever's hiring in Canada. Okay, okay, good.
Do you like to train for free?
Train for free?
Yes.
No.
I won't take any money. Because everywhere where I'm asking, they're all saying that, you know, you have experience, this and that. How will I experience if I don't?
No, well, you need
like
to.
that.
Well, what you should have done is you should have found a job before you got your license.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I did. I found I was in Cambridge there, and I started calling. This was back in like 2005. So I started calling local trucking companies and asking them, you know, what trucking school do you want me to go to if you hire me with no experience? And I found this Challenger, right? Challenger Motor Freight.
Yes.
And they
Yes,
said,
yes, yes.
we don't care what trucking school you go to. We have our own training program. So as long as you get your driver's license, come back here,
Okay.
and we'll train you. So back then they had a 2-week training program,
Yes.
and so they were hiring new drivers. So you might wanna.
Okay.
Did you try Challenger?
No, I didn't try. I'll just try right now.
Yeah, try, because again, tell one of their old drivers, this was back in 2005, but I know that these guys, they have a training program that is recognized, so they can do this. This allows them to hire new drivers. That's why other people cannot hire new drivers, because the insurance company says no, you must hire somebody who has at least like 2 years of experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I get it.
Yeah, I would try Challenger, Motor Freight, Challenger.com, or try overtheroad.ca.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, see, I always say that's what you gotta do. You cannot just get a license and then start looking for a job. You need to get a job first. You need to call companies and say, okay, you know, are you willing to hire me with no experience? And then you find a company like that takes forever, because all of them, like I explained to him, the insurance company dictates who you can hire. Like, for example, me, right? I can hire people. Like, if I get tired of driving, I can hire somebody, but my insurance company, I asked them and they said, I think they said 3 years. I need somebody with 3 years of this experience, not just some dry van experience. It must be specialized, like flatbed or step deck or RGM, you know. So it's not easy to find people like that. And so yeah, the insurance company dictates who you hire. And so some companies like the Challenger, the insurance company, I think they pay them, or maybe the province, the jurisdiction pays them. So they came up with a program that is recognized by the insurance company as enough of a booster for new drivers, so that new drivers can be hired, right? Without that program, they would not be able to hire, like this guy, for example, right? But if he has his license, I know everybody's looking for drivers. I don't know, like, I think nowadays, so he got lucky. I don't know, like nowadays it's like $10,000 to get a driver's license. And so yeah, so the guy goes in to check for my machine, and meanwhile he says, yeah, we're gonna load you right here, just stay close to the machines. And I already don't like that, because the driveways like way narrow, right? Oh, and what I wanted to show you, like this, right? Like, look here, look how wide this road is. Like, there's 2 lanes over there, turn left and right. There's no signs here. Look at this property over here. They just decided to make it look pretty instead of giving those guys more space. There's like, I don't know, 4 acres in here of wasted land, and the same over there. Like, look at this. They just created this landscaping BS. But I don't know about these guys. This is some kind of Keystone Technologies, probably something to do with interstellar travel, but I'm not 100%. But all these are huge warehouses, and you can see there's so much land around, but then when they finish the planning inside, it's awful. Like, it's so tight, especially, you know, since they have heavy machinery, like I said. And so yeah, oh, and I asked the guy to check if they can unload the Jeep. And so he comes out, he says, bad news, good news. Good news is we can unload your Jeep. Bad news, he says, the machine is not ready. So the Landstar guy called me 50 times, sent me 10 emails. Make sure you email me updates twice a day. And Tuesday, yes, Tuesday, okay. And no, he says, my customer, yeah, screwed up, so it's actually Wednesday. I said, well, tonight is the winter storm, so I'm not even sure I'll be able to drive tomorrow. So yeah, I asked the guy where I can park, and he says, yeah, just go there, but I doubt it. I can turn around there unless I'm gonna walk over. But I know over here, probably 5 minutes away by foot. Actually, I'm gonna drop my trailer, just drive there, because I don't know how long I'll be here. They said 10:30, same time tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 10:30. But I'm just gonna drop the trailer and go. There's a quick fill, quick time, you know, not. There's a little gas station. It's not a truck stop, it's a gas station. I called them, I said, you guys have parking for trucks? She says, well, it's not a truck stop, but we do have some parking. And I checked the satellite photo. It looks like there's some spots on the side, but I don't know if it's big enough for my trailer, because I'm pretty long, right? So anyway, and then the customer of Landstar, this other broker, also wants me to send them updates. I don't like this. Like, my contract is with Landstar, right? Why do I have to update 20 people? But that's what they want, right? So I sent an email to my Landstar guy, arrived at shipper. And then I send a text message to his customer, arrived at shipper. Thank you. And then, of course, promptly, I don't know if you can see that. See that ugly red machine? He's probably just driving for coffee or something. No big deal. So that's my machine over there. So it has 4 tires, and in front of each tire, in front and back, there's 2 steel wheels. So it has 8 steel wheels, railroad wheels, and 4 regular tires. So he just went around, so he's doing testing. And I asked him, because I saw this machine over there, right, sitting in that puddle, and I see on the side it says 80/40. And I walked over and I said, can I ask you a question? And I said, is this the one that's going to Canada? He says, yeah. And I said, it's probably not going to be ready today. He says, no. He says, we still have to run, full day of tests. So I'm guessing probably even tomorrow it's not going to be ready. But we'll see. The good news is that I made $300. Can you believe this? So this is amazing. This trucking industry, it's like you're making money out of nowhere. Low battery. Go away. Okay, so oh, I already have all my permits here. I'll have to print them out. Yeah, but she changed the dates. Some guy wants to ship, what do you ship in Texas to Florida? Delete. Okay, ND permit. Oh my, all my permits are already issued. And then my broker writes, please review, sign, and email back to me. Thank you. All right, so I gotta finish this. Yeah, I gotta finish this and go to my laptop and download that rate confirmation, and because he added $300. Did I ask him? No, I just said the load is delayed. But you see, that's the typical like heavy haul, supposed to be very different. Heavy haul, especially like a 9-axle rig, it should be like, I don't know, $1,000 Canadian, $700 a day. Like seriously, because I'm going to Western Canada. I cannot just go with no, I could have gone with a regular truck, single axle Jeep, but I would still need 3+1, so 8 axles. Probably, yeah, it's not too bad. I don't need a tandem Jeep for this, right? But yeah, 300, that's more like a dry van detention. But I got it without asking, so why not? $300. That's a lot of ice cream.
That's a lot of ice cream.
Well, this is one crazy gas station. I'll check out this Challenger. No, that's not a real Challenger. That's 3.6 liter. I can see that. And the difference between Scat Pack and 3.6 is they're not even lowered, Like mine, when I had my 6.4 Scat Pack, from the factory they come lower than regular cars, so they look much cooler. And this gas station, it's a quick trip. Just couple of clicks away from my factory, where my shuttle wagon is not ready. But this one reminds me of, I forget the name of that place, but you know the pilot Flying J in Duncannon, PA? And if you walk like 300 feet, 100 meters north on the same road, there's a gas station, super busy like this, but I think they have less pumps. These guys have crazy amount of pumps on both sides of these poles. But the price was good, $3.49 a gallon. So for diesel, I pumped, it would only allow me like $100 at the pump with a credit card. I don't know, I always have this, probably because it's Canadian card. $100 it stops. But I was almost full, so I just got like 28 gallons in one tank, 28 gallons in the other, and then 15 more yeah, on the right side. So I had to move the truck, and it's just crazy here. I was afraid I would hit somebody because I'm pretty long. But what's cool about this truck stop, inside they have a fresh food kind of like deli, where you know they have these terminals exactly like that gas station in Duncannon I'm thinking about. Basically you go to one of these terminals, touch screens, and you choose whatever, you know, food you want, and they just make it fresh for you, and then the machine prints the receipt, and you go pay, and then you pick it up when they call your order. So the best thing I could find was pulled pork sandwich with avocado and mustard and some hot jalapeno peppers. Beautiful. And of course, I don't know why it's so busy, because today's Tuesday. It's not like Friday when everybody's going away. Maybe it's because of the storm. You know, they're afraid that the roads will be covered in ice and snow. They won't be able to drive to the gas station. By the way, a regular is 3.19 a gallon, and diesel 3.49. And this is not even Kansas City anymore. It's we are way south on 435. Anyway, if I still have the battery juice, because you know I was just talking, right? I didn't even show you the machine, but because the area over there is open, I can actually drive in, and I can show you the machines. They have a bunch of machines sitting there on the side. And then they have, my machine was in the testing pit. And that thing had rails, like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet of rails, so they can test all the rail wheels. Alright. Let's see if we can get out of here without killing too many civilians. And where I parked right next to me was air holes for tires. Every 2 minutes somebody goes in to check their tires. Sure, is it because of the winter storm, or and there's nothing here, you see. Maybe that's why it's so busy, because we're right next to interstate. Station is this Mitsubishi Motors. Let's see. There's my trail up ahead. Inside and turn around there as if I'm lost. Oh, it's not there anymore. Huh. Like it was on the left over here where the puddle is. That's where they have the railroad wheels.